So hi, I'm Ville Lehtola, and what I do concerns laser scanning, multi-sensor fusion, machine learning, and robot perception, cognition, and navigation. I give sight to robots, let's say. Yeah. There's going to be more and more of these unmanned and uncrewed robots. So they are not just observing, but they are involved in some action also. Because of this, it's more important than ever that the digital representation of the environment is accurate. Because like if you do some manipulation, so if you do some action, so you kind of need to be certain that you are your metallic hand is in the right place, because otherwise it could do something that you don't want. Typical robotic applications are, for example, in the agriculture, where the plants are growing chaotically. So you don't exactly know where the berries or the cucumbers or something like that are. So then you need robotic vision for these robots. But also boats and underwater boats, forest robots, also unmanned cars, and so on and so forth. So if something is that you're doing something over and over again, like maintenance inspections, that's perfect thing for a robot. If we think about these offshore wind farms that require inspections, the conditions are quite rough. So then we can, if we can do maintenance inspections without people, without having to put people over there, that's a good thing by itself. So we are taking the kind of dirty and dangerous jobs away, and then allowing people to do something that is more safe. It's also not about like this on-off transition from what we might have now, and then full autonomy, but it's rather that the productivity of the humans who are involved in these processes, so that increases. So, for example, instead of somebody steering a boat on the boat is first transferred to the land office and then has a kind of a remote connection to the boat, and then the one person can manage, let's say, not only one boat but 10 boats, and then not only 10 vessels but 100 vessels. So there's a kind of a ladder of this autonomy, so you can take these baby steps up. I think the biggest challenges are in this jurisdiction and the kind of the political acceptance. Who is responsible for what, and if something goes wrong, and do we trust these things? Do we want them to be among us? There's also some old legislation in a way. So, for example, if you have an unmanned vessel that is sailing on the international waters, and then somebody boards it, so then they can claim a third of its value because they have rescued it, because it was an unmanned boat. This is always kind of the thing. Somebody comes to the lab, and then where's the fancy stuff? So, but the fancy stuff is in the algorithms and in the research papers and in the code. It takes time before all of this is picked up by some company that makes some viable products out of this.
Like, how do you explain this to your children?
Daddy is doing a lot of important stuff.